What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boat Breakers channel. I'm your host, Pete, and I'd like to talk about some things today. But before we get started, I'd like to invite you to follow us on Instagram, the Boat Breakers, because we're going to be doing some giveaways next month. We're trying to involve the Instagram channel, so go ahead and head over there and give us a follow. It's going to be exciting. I came across this article yesterday, and I thought I would have saw a bigger fuss about it in the cruise world and cruise news. So I decided to do a little bit of research on my own. So the article I found comes in real strong headline: cruise ship illness cases surpass 2019 levels and what it means. Recorded outbreaks of gastrointestinal illnesses have been reported aboard 12 cruises so far in 2023, already surpassing the total number of outbreaks in 2019, the last year of full data available. Does it mean that cruises have become unhealthier or at higher risk for such outbreaks? So in short, no, not really, and I'll explain. Now, you all know when it comes to cruising, there's a couple factors that contribute to its reputation of it being prone to illness. So let's break it down. Firstly, cruises gather large numbers of people from diverse backgrounds in different corners of the globe, all confined in one space. So you can imagine with such close proximity, it's not hard to see how quickly a virus or an illness can spread between passengers and crew members. A mini floating city with 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people packed on a ship. Secondly, the communal areas on a cruise ship, like dining halls, swimming pools, and entertainment venues, are shared by hundreds or even thousands of people. Now, despite the hygienic protocols enforced by the cruise lines, I would say it's quite near impossible to contain the spread of germs 100%. Thirdly, the nature of cruise itineraries often involves visiting multiple destinations, which can span across different countries and regions. Unfortunately, this means that cruise ships may encounter regions where certain diseases or infections are more prevalent. And even with all the pre-screening measures in place, I think it's quite difficult to prevent every potential illness coming aboard the ship. And while cruise lines take steps to mitigate these risks, the sheer scale and complexity of maintaining a healthy environment for everyone on board can be quite challenging. It's important to note that cruise lines have made significant strides in improving hygiene and implementing rigorous health protocols, especially in response to the past outbreaks. However, due to the unique nature of cruising, there's still a slightly higher susceptibility to illness compared to other forms of travel. So if you're planning a cruise, make sure you take proactive measures to safeguard your health. Practice good hand hygiene and follow the guidance provided by the cruise lines to make your journeys and your travels as safe as possible. So I did some digging, and here's what I found. At first glance, it might seem alarming, these headlines where outbreaks here and outbreaks there, but there's a catch. So the awareness of illnesses and diseases and viruses have skyrocketed since the pandemic, and that's a real game changer. It's a good game changer. So pre-pandemic era, much fewer, much lesser people would actually report such illnesses. Or these illnesses would even be mistaken for something else. But fast forward to today, people are much more in tune of the potential dangers of these diseases. Fatality, for one. So the spike we're seeing is really a result of two factors. The first factor being is much more people are seeking medical attention after cruises. And they're doing this for obvious reasons. They're scared. I mean, everyone's scared. No one wants to go back to the pandemic. So I want you to imagine this. You're on a ship, you're having a cocktail one day, you have a dinner with your family and your friends, you go back to the room, itchy throat. 5 years ago, itchy throat, give me a cough drop. Now you don't know. No one knows. Everyone's scared, everyone's still panicking. So they seek medical advice. By the way, all transparency, I got the flu on my cruise during Thanksgiving break last November on the Sunrise. That sucked. I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to get that. It ruined the last 2 days of my cruise. So while the spike in outbreaks might appear worrisome initially, it's crucial to recognize that it's partially due to the heightened awareness. More people reporting symptoms and getting medical attention leads to a spike, So I said this was a two-parter. Two factors are leading to these spikes. Here's the second part. The second part is the guidelines have gotten much larger. You got to report everything. No one wants a pandemic again. So what does that mean? That means the data now, there's much more data to deal with, and it looks like as a whole sample that everything's blowing up, when in actuality, it's just there's a lot more data, there's a lot more guidelines, a lot more things that cruise lines have to report. And more people just getting medical attention and reporting more. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think it's a big deal. I think maybe some articles are clickbait. I think maybe this video might be clickbait. But I just want to say, don't worry. We're moving in a positive direction. Everything's just going to get safer. Go out there and cruise with me. I want to do a group cruise. Would you do a group cruise? Anyways, that's all the time I got today. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Don't forget to come hang out with us on Tuesday, and definitely check out our Instagram for those giveaways next month. I love each and every one of you guys. Be safe. Wash your hands. Do the Dougie, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.